Did you get it?
Yep. Yeah.
Does it say record?
Yes.
Okay.
Hurry, you got 4, 5,
Okay,
6.
well can we leave it on for now? Because we're just going to use it just for me, okay? Let's pretend it's not there anymore. So I was looking at your guys' wall about what good readers and good writers do, and I noticed one of the things that it says you guys have talked about is making predictions. So what have you guys talked about for good readers making predictions? What do you do when you make a prediction, Hugo?
I forgot.
You forgot? That's okay. What do you think?
Well, you can look at the cover and think what's something like, oh, I was going to say. You can like think what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be right, but it can be right.
Exactly. So when we make predictions, since we don't really know what's ever going to happen because we haven't read the book, and we can't read the future unless one of you guys can. I know I can't. But we will never make a wrong prediction just because we can never know. But they can be right. You're correct about that. So okay, let's not look at it anymore, okay? So something that we're going to work on today is making predictions reading this book, Stellaluna.
I know. I read this book when I was in my old school.
You did? Do you remember what happens?
Yep.
Okay, well...
It's because Pat lost his mom, and he was going everywhere, and he found a bird nest.
Okay, well that's great that you remember. So if there comes to parts when we make predictions and you already know what's going to happen, Hugo, how about you keep it a secret so that the rest of your classmates can make a prediction, and so I can make them because I haven't read it either, okay? So another thing we can do when we make predictions, we can call them thinking guesses. Why do you think we call them thinking guesses? What do you think, Riley? Why you might call it a thinking guess?
Because you think about it.
Exactly, and what we would talk about is thinking really hard about what's going to happen next, and thinking about not.
Oh my God!
Oh, that's okay. Thinking about not making silly predictions, right? So, what would be a silly prediction about a book about a bat, Landon? What would be a really silly prediction you could make?
Who made his gun? The bat ate birds.
Yeah, so we don't think this looks like a pretty nice bat, right? So it would be kind of silly.
He can't fly. He can't fly.
Yeah. Well, it would be kind of silly for us to think that this bat's going to eat birds, right? So we're going to try to make predictions about things that we think are going to happen that really might happen in the book. Maybe not silly things like him eating the other birds, right?
3 minutes ago.
Okay, let's stop looking at that, okay, Hugo? Let's read the book. You ready? Okay. So Stellaluna by Janelle Cannon. So while we start, I'm going to stop in a couple of pages and make my first prediction, and then I'm going to ask after that you guys help me out, okay? Okay.
Oh, I thought it was a color.
Are you ready? In a warm and sultry forest far, far away, there once lived a mother fruit bat and her new baby. Oh, how Mother Bat loved her soft, tiny baby.
Well, where's the baby?
She is right in there. You can barely see her because she's so little. I'll name you Stellaluna, she crooned. Each night, Mother Bat would carry Stellaluna clutched to her breast as she flew out to search for food.
I know what she's searching for food.
What is she searching for?
Her baby.
You're right, she is. Okay. So one night, as Mother Bat followed the heavy scent of ripe fruit, an owl spied her. On silent wings, the powerful bird swooped down upon the bats. Dodging and shrieking, Mother Bat tried to escape, but the owl struck again and again, knocking Stellaluna into the air. Her baby wings were as limp and useless as wet paper. Down, down she went, faster and faster, into the forest below.
I knew she couldn't fly. Which one is it?
Is Stellaluna? This is Stellaluna right here. And the reason she's closer is because she's falling towards us, and that's her mom up there fighting with the owl.
But what was she? Oh, wait.
Do we need to go back?
Wait, what? What's the owl doing?
How?
Because when she wanted to fly really fast to it, to try to scare it, her legs went out.
Yeah, I bet you that did happen. She was trying to get away from the owl.
What's the owl doing?
The owl, I think maybe he got confused and I think maybe he thought they were food or something and he just ran into them. And it made Stellaluna fall out of her mom's arms when they were trying to escape.
Where's Stellaluna?
Here's Stellaluna right there.
And where's her mom?
Up there.
And where's the owl?
Right there.
What's the owl doing?
He's flying through the night, but let's keep reading so we can make a prediction.
Owls can look at in the dark.
They can, you're right, and so can bats.
Alright, we got 5 minutes.
The dark, leafy tangle of branches caught Stellaluna as she fell. One twig was small enough for Stellaluna's tiny feet. Wrapping her wings about her, she clutched the thin branch, trembling with cold and fear. "Mother," Stellaluna squeaked, "where are you?" By daybreak, the baby bat could hold on no longer. Down, down, again she dropped.
Oh wait, bats can hold on by in her feet.
They can. You see, she's doing it here, but you know how sometimes, like if you're holding onto the monkey bars and your hands get really tired and you just have to let go.
Oh, those are not right to hold on. They're in the cave. They can hold on it. But
They
those
can. You're right, but I think because she's a baby, maybe they just got tired, right?
No, because those are not right for she can grab on.
Oh, the tree isn't good for her to grab on?
Just a cave.
You're right. That is probably a good thing to think about.
6 minutes.
Flump! Stellaluna landed headfirst in a soft, downy nest, startling the three baby birds.
I knew she was going to fall down in a burn nest.
Oh, yeah, you were right. Looks like you made a good prediction, huh? Stellaluna quickly clambered from the nest and hung out of sight below it. She listened to the babble of the three birds. "What was that?" cried Flap. "I don't know, but it's hanging by its feet," chirped Flitter. "Shh! Here comes Mama," hissed Pip. So I'm going to make a prediction now about what I think might happen. So Stellaluna's in a nest with these birds, and she doesn't know these birds, and she's used to just being with other bats, right? So I think that these birds are going to be a little scared of Stellaluna, and they're going to ask her to leave the nest because it's kind of scary when someone you don't know comes and just lands in a nest like that. Wouldn't you think?
Wait a second. Why do bats bite other animals?
What did you say?
The bats bite other animals.
They do. But maybe that would be why these birds might be scared. We can make a prediction. Do you think that would be your prediction, Ethan?
But they're not going to bite them.
She's a fruit fly, so they don't eat like other types of animals.
You're right. The
We got
fruit
8
bats.
minutes.
Okay, let's not look at the camera, okay? The fruit bats do only eat fruit, so maybe they shouldn't be scared because she doesn't want to eat them. She wants the fruit, right?
I have a prediction
What is your prediction?
that they start chirping really loud because they're scared, and then the mama bird comes down and grabs her.
Ah, so she takes Stellaluna out of the nest to save her birds, you think?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good prediction. You guys all made good predictions.
Wait, no. The birds gone. Last time when I see the birds, look, the birds gonna fly and the bat can't fly.
Okay, well, remember, since you already know it, let's not tell our classmates. Let's keep it in our head, okay?
It's a secret.
Yeah, good job, Hugo. We're going to keep it a secret till the end. So let's see what happens. If our predictions are right.
A cricket?
That is a cricket. Many, many times that day, Mama Bird flew away, always returning with food for her babies. Stellaluna was terribly hungry, but not for the crawly things Mama Bird brought. Finally, though, the little bat could bear it no longer. She climbed into the nest, closed her eyes, and opened her mouth. Plop! In dropped a big green grasshopper.
Oh!
So it looks like, checking our prediction, that Mama Bird is actually going to feed her, so she's actually going to be nice to her. None of us really thought that was going to happen, did we?
Okay, that's not what the bats eat.
I know. What do they eat, Hugo?
Fruit.
fruit, exactly. So, do you think Stellaluna likes that?
Whenever they get mad, they just bite people.
Right, remember what we talked about? That she's a fruit bat, so she's not going to bite them. So let's keep going. Stellaluna learned to be like the birds. She stayed awake all day and slept at night. She ate bugs, even though they tasted awful. Her bat ways were quickly disappearing, except for one
Wait,
thing.
the birds are copying Stellaluna.
Yeah, they are. Let's keep reading and we'll see why they're doing that. Stellaluna still liked to sleep hanging by her feet. Once, when Mama was away, the curious baby birds decided to try it too. When Mama Bird came home, she saw 8 tiny feet gripping the edge of the nest. "Eek!" she cried. "Get back up here this instant! You're going to fall and break your necks."
Next?
Their necks, yeah.
Wow.
Because if they fell on their head, it might just break their neck like that.
But why are they not flying? They can fly.
Well, maybe they don't know they're going to fly.
The baby chicks, right?
Yeah, they are babies. So let's keep going. The birds clambered back into the nest, but Mama Bird stopped Stellaluna. "You are teaching my children to do bad things. I will not let you back into this nest unless you promise to obey all the rules of this house." Stellaluna promised. She ate bugs without making faces. She slept in the nest at night, and she didn't hang by her feet. Stellaluna behaved as a good bird should. She does. So you think these claws are how she hangs upside down?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's make a prediction. So it seems like Mama Bird wants Stellaluna to act like the birds and not like a bat. Do you guys think she's going to like being a bird, or do you think she's going to have a hard time being a bird and not a bat?
Hard time to be a bird.
A hard time? Yeah. So you think when she gets bigger and flies away that she's going to be like a bat again? Or do you think she's going to stay like a bird?
No, when her mother comes back, she's going to be a bat now. Bat.
I don't remember. What do you think, Riley?
I think
For a minute?
she when the mama bird's gonna teach her how to fly, and then one day she doesn't like doing all that stuff, so she flies away.
Yeah, that's kind of what your classmates said, that she thought that they were going to fly away. Does anybody else have any more predictions?
Nope.
Okay, let's keep going.
Mine's a secret.
Yours is a secret. Good job, Hugo. That's a hard job, isn't it, keeping it a secret, but you're doing good. All the babies grew quickly. Soon the nest became crowded. Mama Bird told them it was time to learn to fly. One by one, Pip, Flitter, and Flap, and Stellaluna jumped from the nest. So you guys are right, they are learning to fly. Their wings worked. "I'm just like them," thought Stellaluna. "I can fly too."
No, it's because their wings, bat wings are not like feathers. They're like something else.
They are different, because remember at the beginning they said that her wings were kind of like wet paper. So I guess they are different than bird wings. Pip, Flitter, and Flap landed gracefully on a branch. Stellaluna tried to do the same.
Those lines
They are. That's cool.
That's my secret. They're like tiny bones. Those will help them to fly even a little hard.
Yeah. How embarrassing. So it was hard, like you guys said, since her wings were different. It was hard for her to fly like the birds. Looks like she had trouble landing, huh?
It's because her wings are not like birds.
Oh,
It
yeah.
would be cool if this was a real story.
I know, it would be cool.
No, I think it's gonna bite us. But
I will fly all day, Stellaluna told herself. Then no one will see how clumsy I am. The next day, Pip, Flitter, Flap, and Stellaluna went flying far away from home. They flew for hours, exercising their new wings. "The sun is setting," warned Flitter. We had better go home or we will get lost in the dark, said Flip. But Stellaluna had flown far ahead and was nowhere to be seen. The 3 anxious birds went home without her.
Hey, what happened to? Why is she sticking her tongue out?
Because she has been flying for a long
You're right,
time.
that's a good prediction.
No,
that
no,
she's gonna be able to
they don't
find
come out when they go. When they're in the cave, they can't come out when the sun's out. It's gonna burn their eyes.
Well, did you hear what your classmate said?
But the bat.
That the bat can see at night, so her prediction is that she's going to be able to find her way back since she could see at night.
But in the morning, she can't come out in the cave.
You don't think
She has to stay in the cave.
Yeah, that's why she's staying out practicing, because she wants to go in a place where no one's going to see her land. So let's keep reading.
Whoa.
All alone, Stellaluna flew and flew until her wings ached and she dropped into a tree. I promised not to hang by my feet, Stellaluna sighed. So she hung by her thumbs and soon fell asleep.
But she can't do that. She has to be like a bat.
I know, but she's been living with the birds, so she wants to be like one
But
of
the birds are not there.
She didn't hear the soft sound of wings coming near.
All the birds are there.
So you think that these are the birds?
No, those are bats.
Let's make a prediction about this. So Stellaluna doesn't know who these people's wings are over here, so who do we think they are?
Bats.
Bats? What do you think?
Birds are different wings. They have feathers.
But look how far away they are. We can't really tell what kind of wings they have. But
But why she not planted them?
you think she's sleeping, remember? She doesn't see them. So you think bats, and you said birds, right? What does anybody else think? You think it's the owl? Oh, that's a good prediction.
I think it's an owl too.
The owl too?
I think it's a bat.
A bat? All right. Well, let's keep reading and find out.
16 minutes?
Hey, a loud voice said. Why are you hanging upside down? Stellaluna's eyes opened wide. She saw a most peculiar face. I'm not upside down. You are, Stellaluna said. Ah, but you're a bat. Bats hang by their feet. You are hanging by your thumbs, so that makes you upside down. The creature said, I'm a bat, and I'm hanging by my feet. That makes me right side up. Stellaluna was confused. Mama Bird told me I was upside down. She said I was wrong. Wrong for a bird, maybe, but not for a bat. So let's check our prediction. Who did those winged creatures end up being?
A bat.
Bat, yeah.
I knew it.
So what do you think is going to happen to Stellaluna now that she's met another bat?
She's going to become a bat.
She's going to be a bat again? What do you think?
She's going to
18 minutes.
Live with the bat? That's a good prediction. Let's see what happens. More bats gathered around to see the strange young bat who behaved like a bird. Stellaluna told them her story. You ate bugs?
Wait. Where is Stellaluna?
Stellaluna is the one in the middle.
Why is her wings out?
Not sure, maybe because she's not used to hanging upside down, so maybe her wings are kind of out to kind of help her
Wait,
so
she
doesn't fall.
is. She is doing upside down.
She is, you're right. Her tongue is out. Why do you think her tongue's out? You think maybe she's talking? Hungry. She might be hungry, I bet you. Because she's been eating stuff she doesn't like, right?
19 minutes.
So let's make a prediction about Stellaluna with her bat friends. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think she's going to see the birds again, or do you think she's just going to stay with the bats?
She's going to stay with the bats.
Stay with the bats?
I think she might just visit the birds one more time.
Visit the birds? I think those are great predictions. Let's see.
Look at me.
Hey Hugo, let's leave that alone, okay? Thank you. You escaped the owl, cried Stellaluna. You survived? Yes, said Mother Bat as she wrapped her wings around Stellaluna. Come with me and I'll show you where to find the most delicious fruit. You'll never have to eat another bug as long as you live. So who did Stellaluna find when she found those bats? Her mom.
I knew it. I knew it.
Do you think she was happy to find her mom?
Yeah. I
So
knew
let's
it.
keep reading and check our predictions. See if she's staying. I bet you she does miss them. It's a good thought because she's been living with them for a while now, hasn't she?
Yes.
Maybe she's gonna go back with the bats, but not stay there forever. Just like stay there for a little while.
20 minutes.
Yeah, that's a good prediction. That maybe she's going to stay with the bats but still visit her bird friends. Or maybe go back to them.
Yeah.
That's a good prediction. Let's see.
What in the world?
Look at that.
What? Flashlights?
They do look like flashlights.
They are.
Eyes. Their eyes are kind of like flashlights, it looks like. But it's nighttime, Stellaluna squeaked. We can't fly in the dark or we will crash into trees. We're bats, said Mother Bat. We can see in darkness. Come with us. Stellaluna was afraid, but she let go of the tree and dropped into the deep blue sky. Stellaluna could see. She felt as though rays of light shone from her eyes. She was able to see everything in her path. Whoa.
Wait. 21 minutes.
Alright. Soon the bats found a mango tree, and Stellaluna ate as much of the fruit as she could.
And she loved it.
She does love it. I'll never eat another bird as long as I live, cheered Stellaluna as she stuffed herself full. I must tell Pip, Flitter, and Flap. So let's check our prediction. Where does she say Stellaluna's gonna go?
Back home.
Where's her home? With the bats or with the birds?
With the bats.
With the bats? But who does she want to tell about the fruit? Does she want to tell other bats? The birds. So our prediction was right that she's going to live like a bat, but she still is going to see the birds.
22
So what do you guys think is going to happen when she goes to see the birds? What is your prediction about that?
I think the mother bird's really mad.
Really mad? Why do you think she's going to be mad?
She's gonna go with the other birds.
Yeah, that's a good prediction. What do you think?
Because the mother doesn't like the birds.
The mother bat?
Come on, go.
Yeah. Maybe she doesn't. Well, let's see.
Camera, go.
Okay. The next day, Stellaluna went to visit the birds. Come with me and meet my bat family, said Stellaluna. Okay, let's go, agreed Pip.
They are visiting them.
Yeah, she is visiting them, you're right. They hang by their feet and they fly at night and they eat the best food in the world.
What's the best food?
What do you think? What was Stellaluna eating?
Fruit.
Fruit, you're right. As the birds flew among the
23 minutes ago.
Flap said, I feel upside down here. So the birds hung by their feet. Wait until dark, Stellaluna said excitedly. We will fly at night.
Hey, the mom's over there too.
Yeah, she is. When night came, Stellaluna flew away. Pip, Flitter, and Flap leapt from the tree to follow her. I can see a thing, yelled Pip. Neither can I, howled Flitter. Ah, shrieked Flap. They're going to crash, gasped Stellaluna. I must rescue them. Stellaluna swooped about, grabbing her friends in the air. She lifted them to a tree, and the birds grasped a branch. Stellaluna hung from the limb above them. So let's think. So now, our prediction was right that she was going to go back with the birds, but it looks like the birds are having trouble being like bats. Do you think they're going to be upset, or are they going to let Stellaluna teach them things? What do you think?
Oh, the mother bird.
Let her teach them some things?
The
mother bird let teach the bat how to be like a bird.
Yeah. So you think that maybe now that Stellaluna the bat got taught to be birds, now it's her turn to teach the birds to be like bats? That's a very good prediction.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens.
24.
We're safe, said Stellaluna. Then she sighed. I wish you could see in the dark too. We wish you could land on your feet, Flutter replied. Pip and Flap nodded. They perched in silence for a long time. How can we be so different and feel so much alike, mused Flutter. And how can we feel so different and be so much alike, wondered Pip. I think this is quite a mystery, Flap chirped.
Don't move.
I agree, said Stellaluna, but we're friends. And that's a fact. So you guys did a great job making your predictions because as we went along, we got to see what was going on with Stellaluna, and by making predictions, do you guys think that that helped you to stay with what we were reading? It made you maybe think a little more about what you were reading? You think so? I think so too. Making predictions really helps me to stay a part and read the story. So Hugo, now that you did a good job keeping secrets for us, do you have anything you want to add about the book? What would you like to tell us?
The mother bird said she can't hang by their feet, but they did, and they don't want to break their necks.
Yeah, they didn't break their necks, luckily. So I want you guys to remember all of the things we talked about today about making predictions. And like I saw on your chart over there, you guys already know.
Are we pressing the red button?
Not yet. Let's leave it for 1 second. Okay, thank you. We're going to make predictions the next time you guys read a book, either with your teacher or by yourself. You can do what good readers
tell your
do,
mom.
and you can make predictions to help you.
I'll tell your mom.
Book, okay? Or tell your mom. That's a good idea. All right. So can you press the red button, Hugo?
What?
Can you press the red button now?